we can now start. The rest will find us as we continue. And I would like to say thank you for taking time to join us. I can see we have people from Bale and also Kampala, Uganda. And thank you for joining us. And we hope that you are going to have an interesting session as we learn about online fundraising. And that maybe I can just introduce to you why we need to have this conversation. And it is that in the recent years, we have seen a great rise in the use of online fundraising, especially for organizations and businesses, as we now get to this point where accessing finance for our organizations and our businesses is getting harder in the form of loans from banks. And so now people are beginning to leverage the power of their communities, of their families, and are now moving towards using this tool called online fundraising to be able to support and also ensure that activities in the organizations keep going. And so with our soon introduction of M-Changa to Uganda, we would like to start having these conversations now and ensure that you are well prepared to use this tool now that it is available to you. And with that, maybe I will now welcome Michael and ask him to introduce our speaker and take over the session. Thank you so much, and I hope that we are all going to have fun and learn together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Naomi. I really don't want to take much time, and I really thank you for that introduction that you've given. So on today's agenda, the fundraising landscape has changed drastically in the last few years. COVID-19 has equally escalated the changes. Organizations, individuals, and business can no longer rely only on traditional method of engaging supporters and raising money from potential donors. Today, it's simply not enough to rely on traditional ways of raising funds. Instead, we need to be highly innovative in our approaches and activities. By making the best use of latest digital technology, nonprofit can way be more effective and impactful than before. It is in this reason that we today want to discuss a very interesting topic that we will be able to discuss with our able panelists. That is Victor, Akumu, Michael, and Naomi. And I'm very happy to announce to you that we have our first speaker, communication lead at Year 2 Initiative. I'll just request you to say hi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Victor Akumu. Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much for that, Victor. And I just want to bring it to our attention that we are going to learn about online fundraising. And after knowing about online fundraising and the benefit of adopting online fundraising, then we are going to proceed to the second phase of learning about the tool, where the tool here will be the M-Changa platform. So up to that point, I kindly just want to invite Victor again to take us through his presentations about the online fundraising. Victor, welcome.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, everyone. I hope you are having a good afternoon wherever you are, and hope we are all safe and well despite this COVID pandemic that is affecting all of us from all the areas. So I think I've shared my screen. So if you can be able to see it, so let's proceed. So I'm going to give us an intro. I'm going to give us an intro on online fundraising. What is online fundraising? The benefits of online fundraising and how to be able to have a successful online fundraiser. So a little introduction to online fundraising. Online fundraising, as I know, we all know, is fundraising using digital payment systems and online platforms to raise money. So we are talking about using mobile money, using credit cards, using online systems. We have a PayPal. We also have other online fundraising, other online payment systems that we can be able to use. And As time has gone, we are seeing numerous platforms coming where people can be able to fundraise for either their organizations, charities, individuals, even health needs, hospital bills, and even weddings. So basically, online fundraising entails that using of a digital payment gateway system. So just to leverage on the importance of online fundraising, why should we embrace online fundraising? According to statistics that we have, 50 billion US dollars was donated via online channels in 2018. That's a lot of money. But you can see only in 2012, it was only 12 billion that was donated. So it really, in a period of 4 years, you can see it rose from 12 to 50. And I can assure you, going forward, if we get the statistics of 2021, we'll be able to, this amount is probably risen to 100 billion. So what does this mean? This means a lot of people are embracing online fundraising. And Uganda is no exception. A research done by the Charity AIDS Foundation concluded that mobile money was the most used channel for giving in Uganda. So a lot of you embrace mobile money as a means to send money either back home to your family. You are either supporting your cousin going to school, and these forms of giving are so many, and it's in our culture as Africans to give. We give to our churches, we give to our relatives back home in the village, we sponsor children of our friends, children of our relatives, we take people back to school. So giving is in our nature. And now telling us that mobile money is one of the most channel used to give in Uganda gives us an opportunity to really use this online, to really embrace this online fundraising way to be able to capture some of these funds for our organization, individual needs, medical, or even raising money for education. And according to the report further, other reasons why online giving has increased in Uganda for a number of reasons. We have the presence of mobile money. I've talked about it, helping people now to be able to send money, to receive money despite the distance. Whether you're in northern Uganda, in Kampala, everywhere you can be able to access mobile money and be able to send that money. Then we have Ugandans in diaspora. A lot of people in the diaspora are usually sending money back home, and most of them send money via online means. So this has given rise to online giving, online fundraising. They send money through credit, PayPal, through online transfers. Then banking system accepting online payment. Nowadays, a lot of banks have online banking platforms, even via mobile phone. You can be able to access the banking system via mobile phone. You can be able to access the bank using internet. Then online giving platforms in Uganda. We have a number of fundraising platforms, and just even M-Changa is going to be one of them. So the availability of these platforms also give people an opportunity to be able to give. These channels provide as a means of to be able to give. Then you also have a growing tech savvy population. The youth, most of the youth are really people who are using internet, people who have come up with more people have mobile phones. So this is some of the reasons that has given rise to online giving. And that's why, as organizations, individuals, and even people looking to fundraise for any other activities, we should be able to tap to this online fundraising. So on my second slide is, why should we embrace this online fundraising? You have been probably as a group, as a women's group, as a get-together group, as a merry-go-round group, or as an informal group in the village. You usually give money to one individual who keeps it. Then at the end of the year, he has to come to tell you how much you have collected. So why should you leave that to embrace online fundraising? One is cost effective. Most online fundraising are very easy to start. When you compare this to like probably having a fundraiser, a physical fundraiser, you have to pay for the venue, you have to have PA system, people have to eat. As African culture, we know we have to eat. And now, and if you this eats into the money you'll have raised. But in online fundraising, you do not have any of those costs. What we just have to do is set up the campaign and we start asking for donations and we are able to collect money. So that's one huge advantage of why you need to embrace online fundraising. It's very cost effective. Now with the lockdown and now with the COVID in place, again, the resurgence of the Indian variant, most of us are working from home. Most of you are unable to access your office. Most of you cannot have meetings. And probably if you wanted to raise funds for a particular cause for your organization, either for a medical need, someone needs to pay his medical bills, someone needs to do 1, 2, 3, we cannot be able to have a physical meeting currently. So the only way we can be able to do it is through online fundraising. And now that's why online fundraising gives us a very good platform, a very good way for us to be able to raise this money. Then we have you reach wide audience. Yes, you are seated in Kampala, you want to raise some money for a medical bill. You'll only start with your friends, family, colleagues at work, people who you know. And once that circle is complete, that's it. That's the amount you are able to raise. But with online fundraising, you can reach people who are outside your circle. You can reach to people who are someone in Arua can be able to fundraise for you, no matter where they are. Even you can get someone in Ginger being fundraising for you that you do not know. But there are people who they have read what your fundraiser is all about and they associate with it. So online fundraising will give you a wide audience. Even now, people in the diaspora can be able to raise money to your campaign easily, because if you are in an online platform, for example, like M-Changa, what you only need to do is share the link with them and they will be able to help you in this fundraising. They'll be able to raise funds for you. They'll be able to use that link to be able to donate to your campaign. So that's another good advantage of online fundraising. You can reach anybody. Somebody in Kenya, somebody in Tanzania, East Africa, Africa, and even the whole world can be able to donate to your campaign. And that's a very big advantage of online fundraising. And that's why we should be able to embrace online fundraising to enable us be able to have that wide reach. Anybody will be able to help you fundraise. Then we have, just as I was saying, it's a visibility tool. People who do not know that you are fundraising, probably you had, for example, if you are fundraising for a medical bill for someone and you share your story, probably someone does not know anything about what you are doing. But if you are doing it online, they might be able to visit that site and be able to see whatever you are fundraising for, whether even if it's a wedding and you need some people to help you out, they can be able to see that and they can be able to help you fundraise. So online fundraising gives you an enormous visibility tool. You'll reach beyond your normal circle. Then one other advantage of online fundraising that I'm going to talk about this afternoon is with online fundraising, it's measurable and you can get instant feedback. When you put your campaign online or a platform, I want to raise money for my wedding, you can be able to see how many people are fundraising for you, how many people have donated, and you can be able even now to reach out to them, to give them thank you for donating to my campaign, thank you for this, and instant feedback. Someone can donate and tell you, this is how we feel about your campaign. You could be able to adjust here and there and be able to, or this is what you can be able to do. So online fundraising is feedback to be able to know sending letters to people. You cannot be able to know instantly if the person ignored the letter or does not want to read it or says you did not write it well. But with online fundraising, you get instant feedback and you'll be able to know this campaign, people are not participating or people are not fundraising because of this and this reason. And you can be able to adjust. And then one other biggest reason why you need to embrace online fundraising, it gives you an in fundraising. It does not matter who you are, where you are, what location you are, the capital that you have, as long as you are able to launch your campaign and be able to do a number of things here and there, you'll be able to raise money. So online fundraising gives all of us an equal chance. If you're an NGO, probably you are just starting, you are small, you don't have funds, online fundraising does not discriminate. You can be able to share your story and even get donors. No matter, even if you're a big organization or a small organization, you'll be able to raise funds. Whether you are raising funds for a wedding, for a funeral, for paying of bills, online fundraising does not matter your background. As long as you're able to share your story well and people be able to read it and understand it and be able to be part of your story, they'll be able to donate funds for you. So one big advantage of online fundraising is all of you have an equal opportunity. All of you can set up campaigns and begin raising, no matter your financial resources or background or even location. Most people will say, this online fundraising will only be done from people in Kampala, Entebbe. No, it can be done with people anywhere, whether in northern Uganda, Karamajong region, the southern region. Anyone can be able to participate in online fundraising, no matter their location or where they are. So it gives us an equal chance. You can be in Arua, but you reach people in Kampala who are able to donate to your campaign. You can be in Jinja, you still reach people in the western part of Uganda to still donate to your campaign. So it does not matter where you are. Online fundraising gives everyone an equal chance to be able to donate. So now, you know now why you need to be able to do online fundraising. We have been able to talk about what is online fundraising, why you need to be part of this online fundraising, and now how to run a successful online fundraising campaign. Now you want to do it. How do you go about it? Some of the tips that will make it successful. So I think these are just a few tips. I know as we continue engaging, as you continue engaging with the team of Michael and Naomi, you'll be able to know how better to make your campaign successful. But I'm just going to touch on a few and highlight. One of it is consistency. Once you start your campaign or your fundraiser, raising money, you should be able to be consistent. Always put your stories, your progress, your photos on the platform. Let people be able to see, oh yes, we donated this amount of money to them. They are going for medical bill or funeral. Update, yes, the money we donated, we have been able to pay for one procedure. It has done this and this. Thank you, everyone. We are still in need of this amount. So being able to consistently update your donors and be able to post regularly will make people interested in your campaign. Then you need to create good stories. Online fundraising entails being able to bring people to like your campaign so that they can be able to donate or be part of their campaign. So if you are having, for example, if you are donating, if you are raising money for your organization, kindly give us a background or a small story on how you feel that money is going to be used and why you need people to support your organization. Very good stories will bring in people. They'll be interested to know what you are doing, and you'll be able to convert them for them to be able to donate to your campaign. So be able to tell stories that inspire hope, and also ensure you have a clear call to action. What should they do after reading the story? Donate now. Help us grow. Donate to this organization. Donate to this fundraiser. A very good call to action that will help you be able to be successful in online fundraising. Then one other thing that works, nowadays with Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook, social media, get a campaign friends and audience to buy in, like raising money for this. So everybody is just saying raising money for this, or hashtag raising money for this. Just getting a campaign phrase, getting the audience to buy in, they be able to associate with our campaign. Like we know our politicians, when they are running for office, they give campaigns. I stand with Victor. I support Victor. I'm standing with Victor to the end. I'm finishing the journey with Victor. So we can have such phrases to help capture the audience that we are trying to reach for them to be able to donate with us. Then one other thing is using influencers. You know, those musicians, people in social media, people who are known in Uganda, very nice people. We can be able to reach out to them and tell them, can you be able to post my campaign on your Twitter or your social media or your Facebook or even on your website? When those people post the link to your fundraiser, it means a lot of people you'll be able to see, and you'll get you'll increase the chances for you getting people to donate. So even if you're raising money for a funeral, for a medical bill, even school fees for children, or just an organization activity, there's something you want to do, reach out to these important people, influencers, people who are known, people when they say, I'm supporting this campaign, a lot of people will also want to be able to support that campaign. So you reach out to them, the influencers, and let them help you. Then another one is when you start fundraising, the first people who you need to approach are your friends, colleagues, relatives. Tell them we are raising money to build a hospital somewhere. This organization is raising money to build a hospital somewhere, and this hospital will help this village. Let your friends be the first people to share this story. Let them share it around. Let them tell their colleagues to share around. And if your friends are the ones who will help you share, and also your colleagues, your relatives, I think more people will be able to see your campaign. One other way that I haven't talked about, that I did not talk about, is having an effective fundraising strategy and following it through. So if you are saying, as we know, we'll use social media, people will be in social media, use social media consistently and post there. If you are saying, no, as we will send bulk SMSs to people to inform them of our campaign, be consistent and use it. If you say, as we'll look for money to do a radio to tell them about our campaign, these will be able to participate. They will be able to participate through that. And one thing that we all know, online fundraising improves trust. Because if you are doing online fundraising, everyone will know how much money is being raised, because anyone can log into the system and be able to see, oh, I donated money for their wedding and it's only $10, and the wedding is coming in the next 1 week. So people will be able to know, oh yes, we donated $1,000 US dollars for their wedding, and they're only saying they have nothing money. So no one will be able to say, no, we did not receive our donation. Everybody can be able to see, and that's trust. And you can, as you yourselves can be able to see who donated at what time, how much, so that it enhances that culture of trust. And then two last things on how to run a successful online fundraiser is you should leverage on events and calendar. Like if we are having World Food Day, we are having events in the calendar, Liberation Day, just events, even for religious events, normal political events that are in the calendar, like holidays, World Earth Day, World Food Day, the Day of the African Child. You can be able to use those events and calendar events to be able to put on Twitter, so that you can go with the hashtag. If there's an event happening in Uganda that is like they're celebrating Day of the African Child, you can be able to leverage on such event calendars to be able to provide visibility to your fundraiser and get donations. And then the last one is to be able to have a successful online fundraiser, you need to use a reliable fundraising platform. Yes, I know we have a number of platforms. You guys might be able to know some of them, but I think having a reliable platform is very essential, because this, first of all, it ensures the money is safe. It ensures there is trust. it ensures that any withdrawal and everything is done according to the law and very on board, and everybody is happy. And so ensure while you are doing online fundraising, try to also look for an online platform that is very convenient and very effective, that will help you have a successful fundraiser. So having very reliable platforms like M-Changa is one key way to ensure you are having a successful fundraiser. So I think it was just a brief overview, knowing about what is online fundraising, why you should embrace online fundraising, and how to run a successful online fundraising campaign. So I think I'll stop there for now. Well, I know we'll have more discussions as the time goes, and I'll take this opportunity just to say thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for taking time to listen. Thank you, everyone, for learning. It has been a learning curve for all of us, and I know as we begin this journey of online fundraising in Uganda, we'll be able to support each other and have successful campaigns. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you so much for that, Victor. That one was in a great learning session. You've really captured well the cost effectiveness of using online fundraising. I like the data that you've given us for the year 2018 to show how diaspora have contributed into the that kind of donations. So maybe you are here and you are asking then now, how do I be able to achieve all this? Things that the speaker have talked to us about. So I just want us to, I want now to take us to learn about now the platform that in case you are considering doing an online fundraising, now which platform can you consider? So now before I go to that, kindly just check for me if there is any pressing question, then we can answer to that one. But I've seen someone is asking about the registrations. That one will be able to capture in our presentations. So can you just check if there is another one as I get ready to start?
Yeah, together with the one for registration, which we'll handle later, we we had a question around the timelines for mobilization, and that is, I believe, the question is around how long, or is there like a timeline? Are we supposed to finish doing the fundraising maybe within 2 months or 2 weeks? And then also some of the projects, examples of some of the projects that have already mobilized or raised these funds, and in what amounts. So I maybe you could answer that. And just to answer Victoria, yes, we will share with you all the slides after this, and also this recording, and also links to some of the writing materials we have to help you better prepare for the campaigns. So Michael, maybe you could answer the questions on timelines and some of the campaigns that we've been able to do before.
Thank you so much, Naomi, for that. So to answer the question for the timeline, if you are using M-Changa platform as a tool to raise funds, we don't limit your timeline. You can set up an account and achieve your fundraising goal. But also as you do this, you must be realistic. Like you can set up an account today to help those who've been affected by flood. And 7 months later, there is drought and you're still raising money, helping those who are affected by flood. So in M-Changa, we allows you to run the account. You set the number of days that you'll be doing your fundraising. I'll be able to explain to us that in detail, but we don't limit you. About the account, I've been just before, we are having some organizations that have raised money with us, like Global Giving. They are our partners. Most of their fundraising in Kenya, they are doing with us. And we are also in talks, so now we are going to work with them in Uganda campaigns. We are having organizations like Yet, where the speaker Victor has come from, who have done a lot of fundraisers with us. And we are even having some of individual fundraisers, or like for medical, for emergency response, and even for other organizations that have set up an account with us and raised millions within a short time and within a long time, as I'll be able to present and show to us that in my subsequent presentations. So I was only taking that one question before I take us now to the next presentations. And again, I want to thank you, everyone who is here. And maybe you've heard this name M-Changa and you're asking yourself, what is M-Changa? This is now the time to give you the answer. Also, what the speaker have presented about, or now you can be able to run an effective online fundraising. So I'm here to give you the tips, or now you can be able to utilize M-Changa as a tool to achieve your fundraising goal. So to start with, I'll just be able to tell us what is M-Changa. And M-Changa is an online fundraising platform that provides Africans with secure, transparent, and convenient ways to raise funds. Victor mentioned that when you are considering to do an online fundraising, you must be able to consider of a secure platform. So in M-Changa, right from the time of the creation of the account to the time of the withdrawal of the funds, we ensure that your funds are kept safe from the first donation you'll get to the last amount that you'll be able to withdraw. So in terms of security, M-Changa, the funds are very secure. We add security in that when you're setting up an account with M-Changa, you'll be needed to add 3 people to be treasurers in the account, where we send the weekly updates to the treasurers. And during the withdrawals, we will send them an SMS to approve the withdrawals. This aids in security in that it's not only one person who is managing the funds. For you to withdraw the funds, all the treasurers have to approve the withdrawals. And even upon the withdrawal, we'll send you one-time password to confirm that you are the one who is making that withdrawal, and not that someone has stolen your phone and is withdrawing your money. So in M-Changa, we are very convenient. I introduced M-Changa as an online fundraising. So with M-Changa, there's no time that you'll be able to walk to our offices where you are spending money and time on fare. You are traveling a lot to go to an office to drop your forms there to be given an account. You manage everything virtually. Victor mentioned that with the traditional ways of raising money, you hire for a all, invite people to come and fundraise for you. Maybe you are expecting 20 people and only 5 people are turning up to attend your fundraising. M-Changa will really help you to eliminate that, in that we are very convenient. You manage everything virtually in the comfort of your house, and we'll be able to show you how you are able to do that. But with M-Changa, from the time of setting to the account, creation of the account to the withdrawal, you'll be able to manage everything at the comfort of your house. M-Changa is also transparent in that if someone contributes money to the account, they are able to see how much has been raised, and they'll be able to see what's the target amount. And also there's a dashboard that will be able to show how much has been raised. So like the traditional Arambe, where someone have to stand up and announce that so far we've raised 40,000. So with M-Changa, everyone will be able to see that. With M-Changa, as we have a Harambee culture, social media, and mobile payments, we'll be able to show that. But so far, we've had over 40,000 courses registered on M-Changa with over 650 contributors on M-Changa. So M-Changa, what does M-Changa do? The moment you set up an account on M-Changa, which will show you how you can be able to set up an account, it's very, very easy to share. And M-Changa offer fundraising for specific projects. In M-Changa, you can fundraise money for medical, funeral, religious groups, organizations, charity. So you can do all types of fundraising on M-Changa apart from political ones. M-Changa has also made it easy for you to share when you just log into to your account. If you are having an online fundraiser, or if it is a USSD, it's very easy for you to share. There's a link that will be able to show how you can be able to do that. Then you just select on which social media platform do you want to share in. It's also efficient. We also give you efficient reporting. With fundraising, it needs a lot of transparency, accountability, and consistent updating your donors. So there's an efficient way that you can be able to report to your supporters. I've mentioned about security, and I'm not going to repeat that. So also M-Changa, we have excellent customer care service. I can assure you that from the time that you are setting up the account to the time of withdrawal, you will always have someone who is there to listen to you. You will always have someone who will be able to assist you whenever you are having queries that needs an assistance. And I mentioned about cost and time effective. You don't need to hire hall to meet people. You don't need to travel to go and conduct a fundraising. And I just want you to take it now that we are having COVID and most of the countries are imposing lockdowns. I'm assured like currently there is a lockdown in Uganda that has run for 1 week. So assuming that you've been invited, you've gotten a scholarship and you're supposed to join the university or a high school somewhere, and you don't have that funds, if you do the traditional fundraising way, you'll be limited. You are not going to be able to gather people in a hall. But with online fundraising, that is M-Changa platform, you are able to set up the account virtually, upload the document there, and start sharing in social media. You'll be able to meet with people, your friends, and even people that you may be able to, you may be lucky to get people who are contributing you from just by sharing it on the online. So I'll be able to go to how M-Changa works. That will be covered later. And also M-Changa has got some unique features in that with M-Changa, you are able to share in any social media platform. As I mentioned, you can share in WhatsApp, you can share in Facebook, you can share through email, that you can be able to reach to many fundraisers as you can, supporters as you can. And Victor mentioned that with the online fundraising, it's very fast. And I just want to expand about that the moment you set up an account on M-Changa, M-Changa allows you to put a story. I'll be able to show that again. You can upload a video. You can be able to upload a photo. Then you just click on the sharing link that I mentioned in the previous slide and you select on which social media platform do you want to share in. We all know how information always spread very fast in the social media platform. So M-Changa, we also have unique features that we verify our fundraisers. We are all aware that there's a lot of scam in social media. So for us to give people that faith, we always ensure that the accounts that are being contacted in M-Changa are verified. We verify fundraiser by requesting you for a document. For example, if it is a medical, we'll request you to upload for us admission letter or hospital treatment records. If you are raising money as an organization, we'll always request you for the certificate of registration for your organizations. So the moment we verify our fundraisers, and even if you start sharing, someone will be able to have faith that this is a verified fundraiser, meaning M-Changa customer care team has gone through it, have checked the document, they are certified that this is a genuine fundraiser. So the moment people see that your account has been verified, they get the faith to give in to the call for action where they can be able to donate for you. M-Changa, we also have a service fee upon withdrawal. And kindly note that from setting up the account, it's free setting up an account on M-Changa, though you'll be able to activate with a certain amount, which that amount will be in your account. And even if you conduct your fundraising in January and leave the funds in M-Changa account until December, there will be no charges for that. And we only charge you during the withdrawal, where during the withdrawal, M-Changa charges a service fee of 4.2% of the total amount that you'll be withdrawing. So you can see this that photo of a mobile. That's how your account can look like. So M-Changa allows you to personalize, where you can be able to have the fundraiser title. When you are setting up the account, we give you that option to decide yourself, what do you want to raise money for, so that when you share with me or if you share with a friend, they'll be able to resonate, they'll be able to read and understand why you are fundraising. For example, if I were raising money for my wedding, I'll be able to say Michael's wedding or Michael University school fee. So we allows you to put on the fundraiser title that you want to have in your fundraising. And this is also a unique feature that you'll not find in any crowdfunding platform apart from M-Changa, where you are able to upload an image, you are able to upload a video. And in that, for example, you are doing a charity support, and you've come to me asking me that, Michael, on Saturday, we are going to visit these children by making contributions for us. Then I give you some 20,000. I'll be able to see to confirm that did you really visit these children's home. So you can take a photo and you can be able to upload it there. Maybe you are raising money to put up a structure somewhere, maybe a church. You can take a photo while it's in the foundation. When you get to Linton, you take a photo and upload it there. So M-Changa also allows you to write a appeal message, which is just a brief description, something catchy that if I don't have time to read your story, then by just going through the appeal message alone, I'll be able to check and know what you're fundraising for. Then we also allow you to write a story where you can now be able to explain in details the reason why you are fundraising. So we are also having a fundraiser statistical summary. When you are setting up the account, M-Changa allows you to have the amount raised, number of supporters in that when you share, when you're setting up account, you can decide that I want to conduct this fundraising for 30 days. Then you are sharing with me this link. After 10 days have elapsed, I'll be able to see that 20 days are remaining. And even if I'd promised to make a contribution for you, I'll be able to push myself to get the money to contribute for you before the expiry date. But also it's important to know that you can always increase or reduce that number of days of the fundraising. M-Changa allows you to, when you share, people are able to see the number of people have supported into the account. That when I tell people, oh, 20 people have contributed, it's also a leaderboard where it always shows the highest, the top contributors interchangeably. But that one, you can also disable it if you don't want it to be, or you can just leave it to be. And also able to show that the account has been verified. So if you can check this screen, this is actually what I'm referring to. So assuming that you've shared with me your link, I'll be able to see that fund raised. You are able to see it here. I'm able to see that this one has come from 286 supporters. I'm able to see the number of days left. And in the ranking, you are able to see that Nancy had contributed. So if this was moving, then it was, the next was to come another name, since it's showing it interchangeably. So this, when you log into your fundraiser account, this is what you'll be able to see. So I mentioned that everything you'll be able to do online. So when you log into the account and you want maybe to get a statement, you'll just come here and click on donations. Yeah, sometimes you may be able to, or you may want to get the statements and know how many people have contributed into your account or how much did they contribute. That data is not lost. You just click on donations, you'll be able to get them. We request for a document, and I said that you don't visit our office. So you may be asking yourself, how do we get the document? You just log in and click on document. It here. You'll be able to add treasurers here. You'll be able to write a story. You'll be able to write a story here, upload images here, and you can also be able to upload a video here. So and click on share. When you click on share, you'll be able to get a link that you'll start to share in the social media platform. So up to that point, I want to take you quickly to Naomi. Naomi will just take us through the registration process. And once you register, how do you start? Which payment options are there for you? Over to you, Naomi, and thank you.
Yes, so as I continue to with the presentation, I will maybe just like to mention that with M-Changa, as we had mentioned, with all that convenience from wherever you are, you'll be able to set up your account from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your device. And so what that does is that it helps you to go through the whole process at your convenience. And so maybe if it's an organization, you are able to also have maybe your colleagues with you there, take them through the process and all that. And so one of I'm just going to take you. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Not yet. You are not sharing. Okay, I'm able to see.
Okay, nice. So the first step is first to visit our website. And so the website link is www.changa.co.ke, but I'll be sure to send that to you on the follow-up emails that we will send after the webinar. And so when you click on that, you will click on Start a Fundraiser, and there you input your personal details. And so what these personal and fundraiser details are, you will be asked to either give your fundraiser name. So if it's an organization and maybe you are fundraising to be able to support fishermen, some fishermen maybe purchase some products, you can be able to mention something like maybe Naomi for fishermen, or any name. And then with the name, you are up the target, the number of days. So for instance, if you're running this campaign for 60 days, 50 days, 40 days, you have now your chance to put it there. The good thing is that most of these details are you can change them afterwards. So after you have registered your account, you can be able to log into your portal and be able to change this details. So maybe if your 30 days are elapsing and you are yet to reach your goal, you can simply go and change that and make it maybe 60 days or 100 days, depending on what your preference is. Something else that you're going to be able to provide in this section and that you'll be able to change afterwards is the target amount. So if maybe you are targeting to raise UGX 1 million, or maybe if it's something or any amount, you can be able to add as a high amount to your own preference. And then now, for purposes of verification and also confirming that it is you, you're also going to input your either passport number or ID number. This will just be a way for us to verify, especially when you are going to be making cash outs, because using your mobile number, you'll be able to make a withdrawal. And so with the same convenience that you're able to register an account through your phone, in the same way, you're also able to make a withdrawal from your phone. And so what this will be is you're going to log in, go and click on withdraw the amount. There's a minimum amount that you're supposed to withdraw, and then in that way you are able to have the whole process from the comfort of your device. And then once you have filled these details together with your email, where you will be receiving updates when someone makes a donation, immediately you receive an email informing you that so and so has made a donation. And so that is why having an email will be important. So you will fill in your personal and the fundraiser details. And then once you submit, you will receive a text message. So that will be a text message from M-Changa and also a pop-up on your laptop or your phone informing you that this is now your fundraiser account number, and also now the pay bill that you are going to be able to use to make to share or make these donations. And so for Uganda, currently we are using Flutterwave. Flutterwave is the provider that we have, and we are using all the available Uganda mobile money providers that you have. So that is MTN, Airtel, and all that. You're able to make a donation with that. So we have an activation fee of 1,000 UGX, where you now, when you make a donation, when after you register an account, you make a donation of this 1,000 UGX using the phone number that you have used to register the account. So once you do that, you will now receive an email with an activation link where you will click on it and then now set the password for your account portal. Now this portal is what I've been talking about when I was talking about withdrawal, when I was talking about editing your fundraiser information and all that. That is where you're going to be able to do that. And then once you have activated your fundraiser, one of our customer care agents will be able to call you, take you through verification, inform you about the supporting documents that Michael was telling you about, inform you about the treasurers that Michael was also telling you or talking about. And so that is just to make sure that as you start the process, you are aware of the documents that you're supposed to provide, but also to remind you of some of the personalization features that you're able to use, and also be able to make your fundraising experience easier and better. And then now the last step will now to be managing your fundraiser, where you can now log in and change all the details that are necessary to be changed. And then for those that you're not able to change on your end, you can now also reach out to the team via email and other channels to be able to maybe request for a change on some of the details. And then something else, maybe Michael, I think, touched on this, is the fundraiser verification process. So already talked about this. Now, what I will maybe mention will be the issue of donation options. And I think, as I've already mentioned for you, we have Flutterwave, which deals with mobile money, and we also have the options of Visa and Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. And so from on your fundraiser, you'll be able to get local mobile money donations from Uganda, from Ghana, and from Kenya. So anyone can be able, anyone, maybe if you have friends or you have, if you have individual friends or friends of the organization in Kenya, in Ghana, and in Uganda, they will be able to make these donations to your fundraiser. But also if you have maybe friends from the diaspora or also local people who are interested in making these donations through card. So for instance, I could be making a donation to you. I'm in Kenya, but I prefer to make the donation using card. They'll be able to do that. So the donation options that are available for you are in Uganda locally is Flutterwave, which supports mobile money providers in Uganda. And then second is Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal, which you can get from all over the world. And then we have, if you have supporters or friends of the organizations or individuals in Kenya, they can be able to donate to you through all the mobile money options that are available here. So that's M-Pesa, Airtel, Tcash, and all that. And then also if you have friends in Ghana, you can be able to get also mobile money from them via the same Flutterwave. So those are the donation options available to you. And so when we now talk about maybe personalizing and like giving the stories, these are now the important things that you need to mention there, so that when I'm reading the campaign, I will, when I'm reading about it, I can know that I'm in Kenya. Maybe I'm thinking that because this is a campaign in Uganda, I'm not able to support. By mentioning this, you'll be able to just make sure that your potential donor knows that they can be able to support and be part of your cause. So that is it from my end. In case there's any question in regard to the donation options, maybe the donation process, and also anything that you might need more clarification on in terms of registration, please feel free to ask the question. We'll be happy to answer. Michael, over to you.
Thank you so much, Naomi. That was very precise. And I just want to also to reiterate that the 1,000 UGX that you are using to activate the account with, that is not a fee. That money will be part of the balance in your account. So don't think that when we say that you activate the account with 1,000 UGX, that is any fee. No, that will be part of the amount in your wallet balance. And if someone contribute to the account, it will be able to be added to what you use for the activation of the account. So just in summary, why use M-Changa? If you're looking for the security of funds, M-Changa is the way to go. If you want a platform that people will be able to contribute for you through mobile money and even credit card donations, you'll be able to find it on M-Changa. You can be, the features that I've mentioned are just so many. The customization people I've mentioned and Naomi have also touched on will really be able to assist you in achieving your fundraising goal. And also something that I want also to add in that my colleague Naomi, who have just talked, is in charge of the marketing department. And in M-Changa also, once your account has been verified, we can be able to promote your stories in your account in our social media page. In that, upon your request, we can be able to post your story. And we are having many followers in the social media platform. Someone may be able to come across your story, read, and you may be able to get anonymous contributions, or someone will be able to help you in promoting your story. So up to that point, I just want to check, Naomi, if there are questions. Kindly, you can feel free to raise your hands now. I'll be able to at least hear from anyone who is having a question. Kindly feel free to raise your hands. And also, the first question that I'm able to see, are you people licensed? Who is your regulator in Uganda? Naomi, kindly answer that. That is from Herbert.
Okay, so currently we are regulated and fully operating in Kenya, but offering the service in Uganda, but we are in the process of being able to also set up an entity there. But since M-Changa is a Kenyan company that is regulated and registered here, we are now extending the service by providing the platform to Uganda.
Thank you thank you for that. So kindly just feel free to raise your hands, and in case you are having any question, kindly let's be able to start seeing them. Naomi, you'll be able to assist me in checking the question as I answer them, as we answer them. Kindly, sorry.
At the moment, I don't think we have a question. Yeah.
Okay. There was a question that came from news, and I think that one you answered in your presentations. The procedure for setting up the account, that one you captured. The charges, able to capture that, and the timeliness to mobilize. That one I also answered.
Yeah. So maybe because we're almost out of time, I could maybe mention that we will be able to also share with you links to first is the presentation that we've been able to have, the presentations done by Michael, Victor, and also myself. And then we are also going to share with you a link to this recording, so that just in case you need to be able to go back and explain this to maybe your colleagues or someone who you will want to get onto the campaign with, that will be easier for you. And then also we will be able to, we have a blog where we try to share as much as we can on fundraising and tips, because for as much as this is something that has been around for a while, people are still finding it new, especially for organizations and businesses, because now is when people are now beginning to recognize it as a way as a tool for resource mobilization. So we will be able to share all that with you by tomorrow evening. And maybe I can see that we have a new question, and that is, do you also help in sharing fundraising campaigns on social media, or it's the responsibility of the fundraiser? Michael?
Okay, thank you so much for that. I mentioned that as at M-Changa, we have followers in our social media platforms, and upon your request, we can be able to help you in promoting your account in our social media pages, so long as the account has been verified. The moment your account is verified, we can be able to help you in promoting it on our social media platforms.
Yes, so we offer that support for fundraisers, but also something else that we do as marketing is we can be able to maybe provide you with message templates that you can use to reach out to donors, and also offer maybe advice if you maybe are creating posters and you get feedback how you can be able to make it better. We are open to assist you with that. And so on the follow-up emails, we'll be able to also share our marketing email, so that you can be able to share with us these queries as they come up.
Thank you so much for that, Naomi. And I just want also to add that we are now, if you are in Uganda, you are now able to let me just check if there's any other question that has come, as we are almost winding up.
Okay, so there's no question, but maybe we could engage Victor here, because Victor has quite some experience supporting organizations to be able to raise funds in their year two bootcamp. And so, Victor, we had the questions on timeline, and what is your take on this, or what do you advise people doing online fundraising campaigns in regard to like timelines and the best period, especially with planning and then now doing the actual fundraising?
Yes, thank you for the question. I think in terms of timeline, you should be able to, it depends with the fundraiser. We know fundraisers like medical fundraisers are urgent, require urgency. Like if someone is paying a hospital bill, those are urgent fundraisers. Things like wedding can be able to take a little bit more time. So I think it's up to you to be able to take time and know if this is an emergency fundraiser, it should take the shortest time possible. And one way to ensure that your donors or potential donors be able to work on this is to usually update them regularly while giving them that agency. Like you can be able to tell them 10 days left for this fundraiser, 5 days left for this fundraiser. So just giving that sense of urgency for them. But in a normal campaign, a normal fundraiser should take around 90 days. That's just the normal campaign, 90 days. But now, depending if it's on the urgency, it can either be shorter or longer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that insight. And maybe just I could mention also that as a something important that you should be able to also include in your timeline is also the planning process. So figuring out who your target audience is going to be, figuring out the messages you are going to be sending out, figuring out who in the team is going to be handling this specific task. So if that is sending out the emails, if it is sending out the thank you messages and all that. So planning is also a key part that people often tend to forget about. And also one of the other things that is important in planning is also setting the pace in terms of maybe if you are going to be using social media, start talking about this campaign, maybe have a countdown or a hashtag that talks about campaign X, 3 days to go for campaign X and things like that. So I think since we do not have a question, Michael, you could wrap up the session. And from me, I would like to say thank you for taking time to join with us. We hope that you now have an idea of what online fundraising is. And as we plan to have more sessions on online fundraising and just trying to understand how we can best use this tool, we hope that you are going to heed to our call and come and be with us to learn more again. So Michael, over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Naomi. I also just want to add my voice to thank everyone for creating time to join us today. This is just the beginning of the great things that we are having ahead. We will be able to engage further, and maybe you are here and you may be interested in us working with you together. We are having other program which we are calling affiliate program or partners. So in the follow-up email, kindly you can just be able to reply to us through that email and give us your view. And I kindly invite you all that will be able to